I want to see how far I can put one from today to close the show.
Yeah, no, we definitely planned it just to, like you said, just kind of give a show to the fans that were in attendance and just show that, it's actually possible. So, I mean, on a nice warm day like that, the ball's compressing really well, and I just hit that ball pretty well.
Did you feel pressure to make it?
I mean, with those, you honestly probably don't feel too much pressure because obviously not many people probably expect
You don't want to close the
make
show
it.
with a miss, though, right?
Exactly. You don't want to close the show with a miss, so we definitely expected to make it. So that was the goal.
So was Hilton saying anything specific to it?
Saying anything specific? I mean, he was just telling me that he was in my head, and he's going to be doing this all year, and this year isn't like last year. And I think they were like saying over the speakers like the stats from last year. And he's like, those are last year's stats. This is a new year.
And he was doing it on the 65-yarder too.
Yeah.
Right? Did he say anything specific on the 65-yarder? Like this is too long? Or anything?
No, I don't think he said anything. If he did, I didn't hear him.
Have you seen it? Have you seen video of it, of the kick?
I have not.
You want to?
Sure.
There. So you can see it. Here it comes.
Hardly any room to spare.
Yeah. How far do you think that's good from? Looking at that.
From that,
I mean, almost to the net.
yeah, I mean,
Another 5.
it looks like either another 5 to 7, maybe 10. I don't know.
Yeah. What's the longest
yeah.
you've ever made in any practice, anytime, anywhere, anything?
75 yards is the longest I've ever been.
Yeah. Where did you do that?
Back in Florida
Yeah.
on a nice windy day.
I would say window.
Wind aided.
During practice?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't with the team. It was just kind of off by ourselves.
Yeah.
So
But you had a 68 with the team or something,
I
right?
did. Yeah. I think we hit 2 with the team
Yeah.
at Florida.
Huber said, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like, realistically, in a game, NFL setting,
Yeah.
no bad weather conditions, what is the longest you'd be comfortable with?
I mean, I think we showed it today. I think if the situations are right, if it's at the end of the half or the end of the game or anything, I think we're comfortable with like 68 around there.
Indoor also? I mean, is that,
Indoor,
or would
yeah,
that be
I
different?
would say indoor, it's more maybe like 65, 66 around there.
But outside.
But outside, you normally have kind of a wind aid or hurt.
Right.
So if we're going into the wind, we're definitely not going to try anything probably longer than 62, 3. So.
Hugh said there was a little wind behind you. I don't know if he was busting the chops or he said there was a
No,
little,
there was
breeze.
there was a little bit. Not sure at the time of the kick, but we did know that there was a little wind helping. It was kind of a crosswind, so.
So what I might say, I'm sorry.
Did you feel all the crowd and all the cheers and stuff?
Yeah,
I mean, you're
of
like the
course.
most popular kicker in the league. Feels like.
But yeah, of course you feel the energy of the crowd, and it definitely helps out a lot. Just to build off of their energy and just take it into the period. So just wanted to give them a show.
How often do you do that in practice? Just really launch one from deep like that? I mean, do you do that a lot, or is that something
No.
you only do periodically, or not at all?
Yeah, it's not often.
Yeah.
It's not often that we go past 55. I think normally in a practice setting, we end the day around 53. That's probably the longest we go. We may mess around when we're warming up and doing some stuff, but other than that, we don't really go too far back.
Did it take much convincing to get Darren to let you do that? No, he wanted you.
He wants to put on a show too. So
When you're kicking it that far, Evan, do you ever have to be concerned about not overdoing it and physically, keeping your mechanics straight? You obviously want to kick it as far as you can.
Mhm.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
Yeah, definitely. And I think last year in practice, I attempted a 68 or something like that, and just like you said, I kind of overdid it. I slipped on my my plant foot, and I came up short. So on the longer ones, I've learned to kind of just dial it back. You don't have to you have to hit it solid, but you don't have to swing out of the park to get it there.
The kid was long snapping. Cal looked like he brought one back there pretty good.
Yeah, no, he did a good job today. I'd say the whole operation did a pretty good job today. I feel like I'm getting comfortable with both sets, interchanging each one, just kind of focusing on not who's holding or snapping, just kind of when the ball gets there, my whole process is the same.
So what I might say when you hit the upload.
I can't remember. He's like, oh, that's whenever he said that he was in my head. He said he was in my head, but I told him, I was like, but the good thing about missing is you never miss twice, so I was going to make the next one. So
With James saying, you're the most popular kicker in the league, you could probably say right now Justin Tucker might be the
yeah.
pinnacle of
Yeah.
current kickers.
Mhm.
Is he someone that you watch and model your kicking career after?
Yeah, no, he definitely is. And Justin's probably one of my favorite guys just to kind of talk to during pregame and compete with, because he's just, he's so much fun to watch and just to kick against. And he's definitely one of the guys that I look up to.
Do you guys, was that the first Bengals-Ravens game, the first time you guys had talked?
Yeah, it was. And then obviously he reached out later in the playoffs, which was really cool. So
What did he say?
he just congratulated me with all that I've done and just wished us luck in the Super Bowl.
Like to knock him out of the record book? What's he, 66?
Yeah, 66, and that would definitely be a fun one to have. I think every kicker wants to have that record, so we'll see.
Hey, thanks.